What happened on 9/11? The World Trade Center has 7 buildings in New York City. 2 of these buildings stand over 400 meters tall, called the North and the South Tower. And at the time, they are also known as the Twin Towers, and they were the tallest buildings in the world. Millions of dollars of business is done in these buildings every day. In this video, we will explain how these buildings collapsed, and all the conspiracy theories surrounding this incident. At 8 a.m. on September 11, 2001, Flight AA-11 departed from Boston Logan International Airport to its destination Los Angeles. Just a few minutes later, the hijackers killed the 2 pilots and took control of the flight. At 8:15 a.m., the flight lost its radio connection with the Boston airport. At 8:30 a.m., the flight deviated from its path to Los Angeles and turned towards New York City. At 8:46 a.m. the flight crashed into the North Tower. At 10:28 a.m. the North Tower collapsed. At 8:15 a.m. the flight UA-175 departed from Boston Logan International Airport, which was also destined to Los Angeles. At 9:03 a.m. the flight was crashed into the South Tower. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapsed. At 8:20 a.m., Flight AA-77 departed from Washington International Airport, destined to Los Angeles. At 9:05 a.m., the airport authorities noticed that the flight was deviating from its path and returning to Washington. At 9:37 a.m. the flight crashed into the Pentagon, the American military headquarters. At 8:42 a.m., Flight UA-93 departed from Newark International Airport, destined to San Francisco. At 9:44 a.m., the airport authorities noticed the flight deviating from its path. At 10:03 a.m., the flight crash-landed in Pennsylvania, and no one survived the crash. It took only 102 minutes for all these unfortunate incidents to take place. About 3,000 people have died from these incidents. Only 18 people survived the collapse of the Twin Towers. According to a few reports, the hijackers first targeted the nuclear power plants, but later they changed their plan. F-16 pilots went on a suicide mission to intercept the flight UA-93 as it was heading towards the White House. But the passengers in the flight fought the hijackers and crash-landed the plane. After this incident, the biggest investigation in American history had begun, and after the investigation, the intelligence team said they knew that an attack would take place. But as the airport authorities didn't have any information, they didn't check the passengers thoroughly. Due to this communication gap, they couldn't stop the attack. The terrorist group that was responsible for this attack was the Al-Qaeda group, that was led by Osama bin Laden. Bin Laden dislikes America, as they keep interfering in the Middle Eastern wars. Bin Laden had warned America several times not to interfere in the Muslim countries' wars. But America continued to interfere in the Middle Eastern wars, which led bin Laden to declare a war against America. And this attack is a part of it. But there are a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this attack. Did the terrorists really do this? Or did the American government do this to destroy few secrets and blame the terrorists? There are some evidences to support the argument that America is responsible for this attack. 3 months before the attack, Bill Cooper mentioned about the attacks that would take place in America, and said everyone will blame bin Laden for this, but America will actually be responsible for this attack. He repeatedly mentioned the same again after the attack. The police did not believe him, but went to his house to arrest him, as the people might believe him and turn against the government. Cooper shot himself when he saw the cops. The previous day, San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown received a call asking him to cancel his trip to New York City, and he did so. Did the person who made that call knew about this attack? The airline company shares of the hijacked flights have gone down the previous day. Does this mean the shareholders knew about this attack and sold the shares before the incident? Some unusual activities took place 2 days before the attack. On September 8th and 9th, they turned up power in the South Tower for electrical works, which also stops the CCTV camera from working. On the day of the attack, the fire alarm didn't work, and fire department didn't get any automatic message. World Trade Center Tower 7, which was next to the Twin Towers, collapsed due to a fire accident. Would a 9 floors building collapse just due to a fire accident? Why American Air Force couldn't trace the hijacked flights? The answers American government gave to some of these questions is that on the same day, there was a military training going on how to defend different types of attacks. The military thought they received a call that the flights were hijacked as a part of the training. Does this mean the terrorists received information about the military training on that day? 6 weeks before the attack, Larry Silverstein spent $14 million to insure the Twin Towers and received billions of dollars from that insurance company after the attack. Did he know about the attack? Just hours after the attack, the American military has announced the names of the terrorists that had hijacked the flights, without any evidence. They couldn't do anything while the attack was going on, but how did they find out the details of the terrorists so soon after the attack? Just after the attack on the Twin Towers, America's military headquarters, the Pentagon, was attacked. Before the attack, $22 trillion wasn't accounted for in their finances and went missing. The attack on the Pentagon took place as the financial analysts were working on it. Did the American military attack the Pentagon to leave no evidence in the financial building and hide the scam forever? But the answer to all these conspiracies is as follows. Initially, bin Laden denied any involvement in the attack. But later, their audio tapes in which they were discussing the attack plan have come out. After that, bin Laden officially announced that he was responsible for the attack. America searched for bin Laden in many countries, and finally found and killed him in Abbottabad, Pakistan, in the year 2011. Just 1.3 kilometers away from the house bin Laden was found, there was a Pakistani military academy. Does this mean Pakistani government was helping bin Laden hide near the military academy? As no one would expect bin Laden to live that close to a military academy? Thank you for watching this video. If you find this video interesting, please like the video and share it with your friends. For more interesting videos, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video.